With a noisome creak, Elmer Wintle forced open the heavy stone door to the Toad crypt. His hands trembled with excitement at the thought of an end, at last, to his search for that most dreaded of fan publications, Dangerous Revisions. For years he had searched second-hand bookstores, out-of-the-way conventions, overpriced dealers for a copy of Dangerous Revisions, the mythical, mimeoed pamphlet that would give him power beyond belief. Within its musty, ink-stained pages were the secrets of eternal life, summoning demons, and printing on both sides of a page with no bleed-through. Given such power, Wintle could realize his lifelong dream of becoming a secret master of fandom. For this he bore all the scorn of his readers. The book did not exist, they scoffed. It was a legend to trick young neo-fans. Elmer should know better. Wintle smiled to himself. He did know better. While attending Con in Mystic, Connecticut, he finally found corroboration for his belief, and, at long last, a clue to where a copy of the publication might be found. In a torn, bedraggled letterzine, he discovered an obscure, offhand remark indicating that fringe fan Harry Toad has set Dangerous Revisions to music. Elmer immediately made inquiries. If he could find that music, he would also have the fanzine he wanted so desperately. Harry Toad was dead, however. He had been duplicating covers for a rock Heinlein Tolkien zine when he accidentally fell into the machine and was Xeroxed to death. Being a moderately wealthy son of a bitch, he was interred in the family crypt, along with his complete run of unknowns and, Elmer could hardly contain his excitement at this, the sole existing copy of his musical version of Dangerous Revisions. Brushing aside cobwebs, Elmer made his way along the musty, moldy corridor of the crypt, stopping at each stone marker to examine the name. The Toad family went back a long way, and Elmer was finding it more and more difficult to read the names when a sudden noise attracted his attention. It was a rustling sound, like a scurrying animal, or a scrap of paper blown by the wind. Elmer laughed weakly to himself, working up the courage to go on. He focused his flashlight on the next marker. The sound came again, slightly louder. He was tempted to flee, but his need for the composition was too great. Perhaps there were other grave robbers down here, hoping to steal the very thing Elmer sought. Elmer continued down the corridor, determined to find the source of those strange sounds. He rounded an unexpected turn and almost dropped his flashlight in fear and horror. Sitting erect in a coffin, hunched over a sheet of paper, and holding a gigantic eraser, was an almost completely rotted corpse. The cadaver ignored Wintle, concentrating on its task. Slowly, fearfully, Elmer approached the coffin. He shone the light on the stone marker at the foot of the bier, moving his lips silently as he read the name thereon. Harry Toad. Scattered on the floor beside the coffin were reams of music paper, all blank, all erased beyond recognition. Elmer plowed through the papers one by one until he found the title page. "By God, no!" he shouted. He tried to grasp the dead man's slippery fingers to halt his mad destruction. "You can't destroy Dangerous Revisions. I've sought it too long." But it was too late. The last note erased. The last sheet of music floated to the floor. The corpse of Harry Toad let his huge eraser drop, and itself collapsed in a heap of lifeless bones. Elmer stared numbly at the now useless pages at his feet. Sadly, he shuffled out of the Toad crypt. He would keep searching. He had no other choice. Harry Toad had finished decomposing.